Big up, everybody. Your boy Marken, and of course, you know I'm live. Get ready because it's gonna be an active live wire. Your boy's been AFCON streaming all day, just getting himself warmed up for game day. MUFC is playing, and it's Boxing Day, guys. It's another one of the famous Man United traditions. The players are already on the pitch. Of course, if you haven't heard it from me, maybe you didn't want to hear it before, so let me just give you all what is going on. Let's see. The starting lineups are out as the guys are already on the pitch, but have no fear, I'll make it a quick roundup for you guys as usual. Our starting lineup, the away teams first. Aaron Ramsdale in goal, Drewsbury Hall on the left, Shaw partners Theo in the center of the Newcastle defense. Miley comes back into the starting lineup on the right back role. Bruno Guimaraes out on the right of center midfield. Tonali is in the center, pulling the strings. Ramsey on the left. Gordon on the left wing. Walter Made, the informed striker coming from Deutschland, is leading the line again, and Danny Murphy is on the right hand side. Let's see, with that 4-3 lineup, they are coming to Man United looking to get 3 points. But Man United has other thoughts in store with Lamlens in goal. Eden Haven making his third consecutive start, and I have to say I'm impressed by the youngster's maturity and his show so far in his 3 starts. I think he's growing even more confident, and his performances are getting even more consistent and better. Martinez captains the team today without Bruno Fernandes. Then there's Luke Shaw on the left-hand side, providing the both flanks with experience behind at the sides of this youngster. And of course, Patrick Dorgu comes in on the left wing back role. Ugarte is on the right-hand side, and Diego Dallo is moved over to the right. He has been performing so well off the left. He has now been moved to the right. What is Ruben Amorim thinking? This is criminal. Shout out to Nems in the building. Big up to my brother Jack in the building. Of course, he's all saying, no, Menu, it's criminal because Ugarte starts next to Casemiro, Mason Mount in the 10, and of course, Cunha and Sesko are up front for Man United, where we will be depending for our attack to get the goals that we're looking for. Let's see what happens. The players are on the pitch. The game is about to kick off. And of course, everyone expects Man United to go down, but not the United fans, not you, not me. We know it's going to be a victory. And even if the Arsenal faithful are saying a 2-2 Desmond draw, we're going to say a 3-1 Man United win at home. Goals will be coming from Benjamin Sesko, Casemiro, and of course, I will also attach a goal to none other than the guy that I would say I'm not one of the biggest fans of, Matthias Cunha. And the game has begun, guys, so let's swap things around slightly again. Let's get the scoreline up for you guys so you guys can see all what is going on. And of course, let's get to the center of the stage. You know what I mean? Bang! We're in. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. This is interesting, guys, because we'll be seeing the interesting key players. Of course, let me know if you like the new layout. This is what I was thinking. You know what I mean? You get to see some of the prides of Manchester United, and hopefully they are the guys that score goals. But Bruno is injured today. We have the likes of LSC, and we're facing their danger men, who I think is Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and of course, Nick Woltemade. Big up to you guys coming in. Please don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe to your boy Marken. Of course, you know we're on the road to 2K. And if you love the content, share it around, guys. It helps grow. Maybe we can hit 2K tonight with our famous Boxing Night win against Newcastle when everyone counted us out. Of course, ball into the box. Lemons now on the ball as he's being pressed by Walter Mate, but he gets it over the half line, but recovered by Drewsbury Hall. Fabian Shaw being taken out in the midfield there by Ugarte. Nems LFC hating galore says 4-1 Newcastle. I have a strong feeling that United is going to get bullied today. You know, everyone's coming to the party right now. Big up to you guys. I love this because when my team does the business, we will be there. And all of you, I hope you're still here to join me and so we could all have a discussion because guys, I mean, if you don't know, you're gonna know. So this thing that everyone thinks Man United, is right now what we may not be. People think that, well, yeah, we're not that good. But I'd say to you all guys, do not do not let Man United fool you guys. You know what I mean? We have not had the best season last season, but it doesn't mean we're gonna get bullied by any means. I mean, Liverpool can tell you we done the business to them this season. We smacked them at Anfield. A goal in less than 90 seconds. So Arsenal, Newcastle, they can be got at. This is a team that for like about 6 games they haven't scored a goal. Guys, it's easy as dumplings. Let's see what Man United do with a corner, early corner on. Good Mason Mount delivered opening goal for Manchester United. What will it be? What will it be? The corner comes in. Oh, and it's over the top by Casemiro, getting it wrong. The timing all wrong there. And he knows it. He knows it as well. He knows if he had get that contact, Man United would have another early goal on the 3rd minute of play. It comes off his face, actually, guys. Interesting there. You know what I mean? The fact that he's getting himself into such good positions. Shout out to the Brazilian. Guys, Newcastle on the ball right now. Man United keeping a good defensive shape. Looking like a back four in this moment. Looking like a back four in this moment is the shape of Man United. Interesting times. Man United maintaining possession well with Casemiro, who goes back to Eden Haven, who goes all the way to Martinez, all the way back to Dalot, cross to field now to Mason Mount, who's pulling the strings. And of course, Benjamin Sesko now runs on to it here, marked by Malik Tor, but he holds it up well, plays it back for Dalot, who comes all the way back. Nems, bro, aren't you tired of talking about it, bro? That happened 3 years ago. You got slapped this season with over £500 million on your starting 11, defending champions, supposed to be going for a quad this season. You can't chat to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can, but not when you're the only top 6 team to have lost over 6 games in the Prem this season. I will, even if you're looking down at me now, bro, it won't always be like that. Because I'm probably going to beat you again this season. United League double loading. And so is Newcastle's attack in this current moment. Tonali a little bit too physical there. Conceding a foul, free kick, Man United. Bruno Fernandes watching in the stands. Pretty sure there's no one more disappointed than him that he's not available for selection. Possibly myself, because I think Bruno's there. I'd be saying some crazy thing like a 5-1 win. It will get interesting, but let's see the performance right now. Diego Dalot now gets the ball up the pitch, up to Benjamin Sesko, who brings it down to Dorgu. Dorgu switches places on the far side of the wing, goes back now all the way back. Eden Heaven now across to Lissandro Martinez, who's looking back to to Eden Haven, who comes forward now with the ball. Eden Haven with the ball forward to Dorgu. Dorgu losing out there, but making a tackle there. Eden on the ball as he drives forward now. Free throw in to Newcastle as he runs out of room on the side of the wing. Let's see what goes, guys. Man United winning the throw in there. Eddie Howe giving some last minute instructions to the youngster. But we know Man United is very dangerous in this game. It will be interesting as they trade blows in this early minutes. Can Man United get that decisive opening goal, guys? What are your thoughts in the chat? Let me know. I know a lot of you think Newcastle is going to beat us, but I am certainly hoping for a Man United win. A Man United win would certainly throw the Premier League table into some form of chaos. And of course, make Liverpool fans understand that they're not that far away. Luke Shaw now with the throw in. Anthony Gordon there complaining to the ref. Man United on the ball now. 1 second, guys. Sleep time remote. My TV hasn't been on so long in a long time, you know, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long day of streams. Yeah, interesting times. Must have odds on Leacher playing 60 minutes, 6-1. Maybe. Now make it 10-1. L, put up $5. Interesting. Dogu with the cutback. Man United in the box. Benjamin Sesko. Oh, the shot going wide. Come on, Man United. That should be goal number 1. We should be celebrating the opening goal there. Good cutback. Benjamin Sesko controlling it there, but he should have slotted it back to Cunha. He should have. But a striker's intuition, and I mean, maybe he thought he was more central of the goal. He should have struck it first time as well. Interesting. Not bad there. Man United creating chances, carving open Newcastle's defense there with an interesting pass. You know what I'm saying, guys? Oh, my phone keeps dying, bro. It's wild. All right, guys, I'm going to have to charge my phone a bit slightly. Guys, let me know your thoughts, of course. What your scoreline prediction is. Who do you think will win? Do you think Man United will get the job done? Certainly the ball bobbling up in front of goal there from a corner to Newcastle, almost making it in, but United coming out now with Matthias Cunha just losing out before the half line there, marked by three players, mobbed in a sense. But you know, he could have no one there in support. There was no other choice for him but to keep trying to go it alone. Wild shot there by Danny Murphy. What do you expect from that guy? You know what I mean? Thinks he's Bruno G? Maybe. Good cross in there, causing some danger, but not at all causing United to not score. Get themselves on the score sheet. Interesting times. Interesting times. Interesting times, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, of course. Jack Reacher in the building. I hate this StreamYard thing. It's wild. The StreamYard thing is wild as F, guys. Wild. Manchester United, Ruben Amorim giving instructions to Dorgu in this current moment. What is he saying to the young striker? Of course, you'll never know. Obviously, he's telling the young winger, he's telling him about his positioning and maybe what he expects him to try to do. I guess, you know, it's interesting. I would say, you know, we should be using a more attacking option who probably is better at crossing the ball on that side. But hey, Dorgu gets the nod. You know what it is, guys. You have to back him. Newcastle now playing with the ball above the box. Almost losing out there from a press by Benjamin Sesko, but throw into Manchester United from deep. Tonali unable to keep the ball under control. Free kick. Free kick there to Newcastle as they attempted to get themselves into a scoring opportunity, but it wasn't to be. Now, Man United, as they defend, try to get themselves out of that situation, finding some trouble getting the ball out. Tonali, they're doing well to win another free kick in a critical position. It will be interesting to see what happens, guys. Of course, we know we are expecting a Man United win. Your boy Mark N here, supporting the Red Devils. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. Long day of streaming. Yeah. Can't wait till I get that streaming PC, bro. It's gonna be much better, easier to work. Won't have to stream with my phone anymore, guys. That would be so much fun because my phone is not handling it well. Fourth stream of the day, fourth watch along of the day, and my battery is low. United, they're barely getting it back in time. Casemiro with the interception, putting it behind, not taking any chances as Newcastle ask some questions at Old Trafford in this encounter on Boxing Day. Guys, as you can see, the scoreline, it's below me. Let me know in the comments. Give me your score predictions. Don't forget to share it around, smash the likes, and let us know who you're looking for, who's going to be the key players, your man of the match before the match finishes. Let us know, guys. Dogu with a clearance back into the danger area, but Mason Mount coming out with it and earning a throw-in for Man United off of Tolali. Good play by the Mounter. Dallo now with the throw-in to Casemiro. Dallo now up the wing, puts it in to Cunha. Cunha to Mason Mount. Mason Mount drives. No, Cunha is driving. It was Mason Mount to Cunha. Dogu is fouled, but Mason Mount wins the ball back into the midfield. Cunha, that has to be a yellow card for Newcastle when if the ball and play is stopped. It has to be. And Ugarte winning the ball, but that is a foul. How has Bruno Gomares been fouled there? He wasn't even touched. He dropped himself to the ground. There was nothing on him. Ugarte winning the ball. That is such a flop. I cannot believe the referee bought that wholesale. What a sandbag. Yeah. Bruno Gomares dropping himself there like a sacked potato. It was shameful to see. I can't begin to say, guys. You know what I mean? How do you do that? Worst thing I've seen in a long time is what Bruno Gomares has just done there. He's a very physical midfielder, showing zero physicality in that moment. He was barely touched. Woltman, Anthony Gordon getting the best of Dallo there. Eden Heaven, clearance with a header by Casemiro there. United living dangerously, certainly living dangerously in these moments, guys. It's not the best. Newcastle have United penned back in this current moment, and all we can do is defend. Four corners to Newcastle, one to Manchester United, and that speaks volumes of the current performance. Man United starting this game woefully slow, not at all at the best. But of course, people will say that we are down some players, but we're supposed to have a squad. Man United trying to make a fast counter here. Dogu getting blocked off there by the Newcastle player, fouling him in the process. I cannot believe you can't see that was coming. You need to turn on your jets, my brother. You cannot wait for the player to come to try to run around him. You need to get to the ball first. Boring. Boring. If it was a more attack-minded player who is more confident of taking on a man, maybe we'd have seen Man United with a breakthrough there. But the coach keeps giving Dogu the nod. And the guy, he's not capable of doing what we expect at all. He's he's not good on the ball. He can barely cross the ball, and he cannot beat a guy first time for the life of him. I mean, it's poor to see. Why not give Shea Lacey a try? I pretty much think the guy would do a lot more on the wing than trying to be stuck into a 10 rule. But maybe I could be wrong, guys. You know what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but it's just my honest opinion. Yeah, Sandro Martinez with a clearance there. Newcastle taking control of the ball in the midfield, dominating this midfield today. In a sense, I have to say, United trying to bypass the middle, going over the top there. Sesko keeping the ball alive. Mason Mount, Matthias Cunha. Shot comes in, well saved by the goalkeeper, Patrick Dorgu! And Man United lead. It's 1-0 to the Red Devils. And I know everyone knows that I said so. It's the 1-0. Yeah. And to all of those who said Newcastle 4-1 and whatnot, hold that. But there's more to come, of course. What a strike. I cannot tell you if it was luck or if it was certainly what he intended. He looked like he sized it up, but the finish was immaculate. The connection was perfect. It was a screamer. There was no way the goalkeeper was stopping that. It was in the back of the net from the moment it left his boot. Beautiful strike. Wonder goal. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and act like if I was expecting something like that from Dogu. I have to say the same thing I said when Arsenal scored that free kick with Declan Rice against Real Madrid. It's a goal that you must cherish and savor. You will never see it again from that player because it was just perfect moment, perfect timing, too perfect of everything. Yeah, big up. 1-0 Man United lead. And Boxing Day. On Boxing Day, guys. Fire! Fire in the line, guys. Fire in the line. Everyone is like, yo, Mark, you said we were gonna be leading. And we are. I certainly didn't expect such a big goal from Dogu. I would be lying if I said I did. You know what I mean? I was just criticizing the player, and he comes up with a wonder goal. Maybe I should criticize it more often, guys. What are your thoughts in the chat? Let me know. Maybe that's what's working. Hold on, I can't even see the chat anymore, guys. I don't know why. LFC in the building says, shh. I know that goal hurt you a lot, brother. I know if it's anyone that goal hurt, it hurt you the most. Because I know you were waiting, yeah, LFC. You were waiting, yeah, to see us go down, and it didn't come to pass. But that's how it goes sometimes, my brother. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. A big, big goal there. You know what I mean? Big, big goal. Takes Man United, settles the nerves at Old Trafford, forces Newcastle to come out and come at Man United. Of course, that ball went behind for for a corner. Let's not try to rub it in. We know that, oh, you tried. Yeah. A little bit too much flair in the attempt to bring it back on the pitch. If you had kind of just kicked it like that from the beginning, it would have stayed in. Anyway, corner for Man United to defend. Let's see what's going to happen here. The Red Devils certainly need to make a solid defense, get that ball out of there. And, of course, that's exactly what they did. Coming out now is Mason Mount and Matthias Cunha as they lead the charge, driving forward. It's 3 against 3. Benjamin Sesko. Will it be a second for Man United? He puts it across for Mason Mount. Cleared by Tonali. Man United maintain possession. And Dogu with the chip in. Just too high. The goalkeeper there. United almost getting a second on transition. Dogu looking for his second. Maybe he should have made a pat across to Mason Mount. But the goalkeeper was alerted. Man United won. Newcastle nil, guys. Remember I told you. Remember I told you. Yeah, waffle done. I should have invited my brethren to have this watch along with today. I should have invited D-Man. Big up and shout out to our Newcastle brethren, D-Man, in the building. I know he was talking some smack. And right now, he's probably thinking of my expression because he probably is telling himself, I would have predicted a United win and an early goal. I love when I get the football right. Because I know my team and I've been watching football all week and all day. I can see this coming right now. My eyes are football trained. You know what I've been saying, guys. Smash the likes, subscribe. Road to 2K is here. Let's get the Mark and Red Devil Mode channel to 2K, guys. Let's get more people in the chat. Let's grow this community together. And of course, repping Trini as usual. You know how it goes, guys. You know how it goes. Yeah. I'm happy. We're leading. We need another goal, of course. But we don't need to rush right now. We have like 5-10 minutes we can give it, and then we go at it. We go at it and try to find a second before the half. Matthias Cunha certainly showing up big in moments today. I have to say, you know what I mean? His contribution carrying the ball today certainly is helping Man United out of some tight situations and getting us into some good positions. I have to say he's been playing well from since the start of this game. Mason Mount as well. Yeah, in the number 10 role, dictating the play today as there is no Bruno Fernandes and no Brian Mbumo. Of course, Diego Dallo and Ogu in swapped roles as Diego Dallo plays on the right, Dogu off the left, no Ahmad as he's also at AFCON, no Mazarawi as well. Man United still finding it with the squad to lead. Unlike some teams, Arsenal and these teams that cry about injuries, cry about players, with a largely deeper squad, I have to say, by about 6 to 10 players, rather than, let their squad do the job. Like Man United's squad is doing the job right now. It's not about 11 guys. It's about a team. And you're only as Luke Shaw with a cheeky attempt there to slot Benjamin Sesko in. Malik Thiaw just making the stop. Luckily for Newcastle, Malik Thiaw was awake and alert to the threat because Sesko was in behind. And if that ball had connected, it would have been goal number 2, which looks like it's coming. It looks like a goal number 2 for Man United is coming. Will it arrive before the second half? I expect it to with the current performance. Man United has the momentum. Dorgu looks electric. Diego Dallo with good decisions. Man United with a throw in. It's vibes, guys. It's vibes right now. Vibes 100%. Guys, let us know in the chat what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Will Man United get the business done? We are certainly expecting it to be so, guys. We're certainly expecting such a performance. Will it be number 2? Hopefully it's coming. Hopefully it's coming soon. And Man United are in again. Corner. Matthias Cunha again at what is good and positive about Man United today. I have to give him his credit. You know me, guys. Not a huge fan, but I could be proved wrong. And his performance today certainly screams we are lacking Bruno Fernandes. I have to do my part. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys. Mason Mount has been doing his part. Benjamin Sesko looks lively and alert. And of course, Matthias Cunha has been getting us in some good positions, guys. Keeping the ball at his feet and driving forward. putting the Newcastle defense off of their balance. Ball comes in. Oh, cleared by Dewsbury Hall. Man United maintain possession, but it's a free kick. Apparently, Bruno Ramirez went down again. He was fouled. This little Jigglypuff crybaby, as it seems, who fouls players for breakfast, is on the receiving end and it's hurting him, apparently. Big up to him, though. You know what I mean? It's Christmas. Sometimes we can't always be tough guys. Maybe he's in his soft era. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Bruno G, I would still take you at Man U, but it's going to cost us a brilliant penny to get you. You know, it's going to be interesting. But if we could have, I would have signed you, bro. This summer, yeah, I would have definitely gone for Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno next to Bruno. It could be something lethal. The B and the B. Matthias Cunha again there as he finds Dogu. Dogu! And the save! What? Man United certainly asking questions, not at all satisfied with the opening goal, looking for a second. Newcastle looks bewildered. They look shell-shocked. They have not been able to recover since conceding, and they are looking to concede again. Can Man United get that second goal before the halftime? They're still in possession. Ball again with Dogu. Dogu opens it up for Dalu, doesn't put the cross in. He finds Cunha, brings it across to Mason Mount. Mount with a through ball. Clearance by the Newcastle defender who was alert. Malik Thiaw again. Malik Thiaw again. Very alert, keeping Newcastle in this game. They certainly made a big signing when they got this guy, because if not for him, there's actually 2 to 3 times today they could have been conceded. They could have been down 3-0, and it's not even halftime. If not for Malik Thor. Man United certainly getting in, opening up this Newcastle defense. They had 6s and 7s. They are unable to contain Man United, and they have almost conceded another corner, except, yeah, well controlled in midfield there from a Ramsdale early throw. Eden Haven winning it with a header, bringing it down to Dallo. Dallo now over to Lisandro Martinez, who gets it over to Mason Mount. Back to Lisandro Martinez, who keeps possession, slows it down a bit, passes it back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now, no, Manuel Ugarte. Manuel Ugarte now to Casemiro, back to Ugarte. Ugarte now turns, finds some room, drives forward. Mason Mount screaming for the ball in the center of the park. But it goes out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now back to Lisandro Martinez, who finds Ugarte again. Martinez now to Mason Mount. Mount to Matthias Cunha. Back to Cunha. Cunha now! Cunha! Oh, wide. Wide. Dogu with an intricate 1-2 play there with Cunha combining the shot coming in from the right-hand side. But it was always starting a bit too wide. Cunha unable to get the curve on that ball to get it in on target, but still forcing a save out of the goalkeeper because he had to cover just in case it slipped out. Man United maintaining some pressure. Newcastle now with a cross, well met by Lisandro Martinez and well cleared. But Newcastle maintained possession. True ball tried, defended. They go back again looking for that ball into the boxes. Newcastle looking for that cross, looking to play that ball in behind, but unable to do so as Man United is defending like a pack of hungry wolves. Funny I should say that, maybe like some Red Devils I should say, but it just came out like that, guys. You know what I mean? The Red Devils leading this game, much to the dismay of a lot of Premier League fans right now who was hoping for the Red Devil downfall. But the football gods seem to be back at Old Trafford in support of the giants of Premier League football, Manchester United. I have to say, guys, I predicted this well. If I had a match preview, people would have laughed. And then they said, you were right, my brother. You did give us some good reasonings. And we're seeing it. And I've been telling everyone, yes, we might be needing some players, but we are in a rebuild. We've got players who are finally understanding the system. We've got young players working the last 5 to 7 years to get themselves at the level to be looked at. We need, guys, to be giving a little bit more chances to our youngsters. We shouldn't be buying youngsters. If a guy is 20 years old, start a youngster. It might be a difference of 18 months, but he knows the Man United way, guys. The youngsters are filling out the sidelines as they warm up. Jack Fletcher, his twin brother, is also there. Tyler, his father and mother looking on. Tyler Friedrichsen as he comes out. Benito Mantato as well. They are all going for a trot, getting themselves warm. Maybe we might be seeing one or multiple of these youngsters coming to the second half. If United can secure a second goal in the next 7 minutes before half time of regular play, who knows what could happen in the second half? It could be riot at Old Trafford, a big game performance on Boxing Day, but certainly not the one that Newcastle envisioned before today. You know, guys, it will be interesting. And I told you, this game was going to shock you. Man United now with the ball back to St. Lemons, the ball at his feet. He puts it out for Diego Dallo, who goes into the midfield, finds Ugarte, who he finds Mason Mount, who finds almost there finding Ugarte with the back heel. It was Matthias Cunha, but unable to do so as the alert defense got there first. Matthias Cunha now on the ball as United win it back in the middle of the park. Very, very good pressing there. Dorgu now, Sesko being hold on. The ref says plays on. Another foul. Another foul is committed. That he could not have traveled 5 yards with the ball. Shouldn't there have been stopped for a free kick to Man United? But the ref, what is he doing? Maybe he's feeling sorry for the Newcastle, you know. Maybe he's feeling sorry for those guys. I mean, the tune, yeah, they could have they should be down. That should have been a yellow card easy there. What is he doing? Two fouls back to back, not a call. Tough there from the ref. But United lead 1-0. Not at all what was envisioned or expected by most of the away fans, neutrals, and Man United haters. And of course, since scoring that goal, Patrick Dorgu, it should be a foul on Gordon. Gordon cannot be allowed to be doing these things. If it was any other player in a red shirt, they would have been carded. Hooking the player's leg constantly in an attempt to win the ball, but not being called for unfair play. What is that challenge there in the middle of the park? Certainly the ref has to have eyes somewhere, but it's not in the front of his face, because to see that challenge, oh my goodness, ball flashes across the box, touches no one. What was that challenge that was allowed there? He got zero of the ball. He came through the player to get the ball, was Nick Woltemade. How was it allowed? I don't even understand, guys. It happens, I guess. You know what I mean? As Man United player, he can ride the challenge. It was a poor challenge. By the end of the day, it touched none of the Man United players who allowed it to go through. And of course, it's going to be a Man United throw-in. Jacob Murphy there trying to find something across the face of goal for his striker. Yeah, the referee speaking to Walter Made, letting him know that challenge was ridiculous. Hopefully, but Anthony Gordon not being given a card is certainly surprising. Normally these referees give cards for less. Sesko now pressing the goalkeeper. Newcastle maintaining possession. Ball going out wide. Jacob Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. Ball is now with Fabian Schär, who finds Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield, who trots forward unimpeded. Dorgu tracking Anthony Gordon there with a proper tackle. It comes off Anthony Gordon last. Of course, Man United winning the throw-in, just like we are currently in a winning position, leading 1-0. That lots of people did not expect. Throw-in again to Man United. Newcastle unsettled, wondering to themselves, how are they 1-0 down? They had a good first 10, 15 minutes, but then they seemingly lost the plot, conceded from a great big chance created by Mason Mount and finished by Dogu. Guys, if you're a Newcastle fan right now, I'd probably be sad as you are. But, I'm a United fan. I'm loving it. This is what we live for. You know what I mean? Big nights at Old T, winning against you guys when we're against the odds. You know what I'm saying, guys? This is what a big performance is of a half. When everyone says you're going to lose, even when your fan is criticizing you and you putting a worldy strike, this is Man United, guys. On the rise, not sleeping anymore, slowly waking up. I can't wait for the day when their eyes are wide open, because it's going to be violations. Violations to footballing life in the Premier League when we return to our former glory. Or should I say, or new glory. Yeah. Because it's gonna be a new legacy. Bigger, a better, more impactful. You know what I mean? The rise of the Phoenix, the Red Devils. That would be what the world is waiting on, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Red Devils back in the top of conversations, competing for trophies, all of them again. Fairy tales, guys, fairy tales. It's gonna happen. Gotta believe that we're going in the right direction right now. Of course, with this current first half performance, I would say we are, in a sense, at least the performance of the team does fall in line with my thoughts on the quality of our squad. I think we can improve. I think we will improve, but I also think we are as good as top six this season, just based on the quality of squad, and it's showing such. Because I would say Newcastle would have been the more physical team, would have expected to have issues dealing with their physicality, but United is certainly winning the second balls and certainly getting the best of Newcastle in this current moment. Play on by the referee as Tonali rolls around on the ground, crying, crying. I don't know why. These Newcastle players, why are they always crying? They do the worst and then they cry. It's sad to see. Super sad to see, guys. You know what I mean? You expect more from the likes of some of these teams. Way more. It's sad. Nothing happened, and he lies down there off the ground as if someone shot him. It's wild. It is so crazy, guys. It is absolutely insane. Nothing happened to Tonali, but he's down there rolling around, crying. Crying. Ah, these guys. 2 minutes left of extra time for the first half. 46 minutes and 15 seconds played. Probably will see this go to the 47th minute and 30-second mark, maybe 48th minute, but certainly it looks Man United have certainly outplayed Newcastle in this first half. Started slowly, but grew into the game and largely controlled the last bit of the first half, getting some big chances, only able to convert one. Man United lead 1-0. Newcastle is away at Old Trafford tonight under lights, and we see yet again a Man United that has not wavered under the pressure and a good performance in the first half. I can say genuinely this is what I'm looking at right now. I don't know about you guys. Maybe we should have been a bit more clinical and finished our second goal with the multiple chances we had. But I certainly think United has done well to take Newcastle away from the game that they was enjoying in the first 5-10 minutes of the game and get themselves into a assertive stance. That's my honest word, guys. And yes, I am a Man United fan, but I keep it real. I keep it real. Let me know if your opinion differs. I could be wrong again. I'm just giving my opinions, and they're not the only right opinion. So challenge me in the chat, guys. You know what I mean? Give your opinions as well. Let them be heard. I will certainly enjoy reading them out, understanding why you have these opinions as well. Big up if you agree with me. It's all good. It's all good. If you don't, even better, guys. You know what I mean? And that's the halftime pause there. What are your thoughts on the first half, guys? Where is your performance? Who do you think gave the best performance for Manchester United so far in the first half? Who do you think will go on to win this game? Which moments of the first half did you think was critical? Guys, for me, I have to say Patrick Dorgu is playing very well. Congratulations for that worldie that you scored. But my man of the match for the first half has to be Matthias Cunha. Hopefully, he has an even better second half. But I think he was pretty pivotal to Man United going forward, creating a lot of problems for Newcastle. And of course, I think across the front line, we've had an all round, very, very good performance. And this is why we lead. It's a difficult game, regardless. It's raining in a downpour. And of course, we have to play against the most physical team in Newcastle United, who seems to be learning to swim. Like they've been all watching the series Flipper. You know what I mean, guys? So let's see how it goes. The second half has everything to play for. Man United is certainly in the driver's seat, but you never know what could happen. Newcastle does have a never say die attitude. It will be interesting to see who takes over control. The first 10-15 minutes of the second half will be key. If Man United can get that, could double their lead, it's going to put an end to the hopes of Newcastle and certainly secure Man United points for the win. Let's see. Of course, it's halftime. There is some interesting performances otherwise and around the grounds. And while I have to check it out, you guys don't have to be too mad. Let me know in the comments what you think about the performances of both teams so far. That, of course, is what I've been looking forward to since I went live today. So let me know. Of course, I'm also monitoring another fixture that's happening in AFCON, and currently it's Morocco versus Mali, and it's not at all the result that I was expecting. Brahim Diaz with a 45 plus 5 minute penalty at the stroke of halftime. I think it was undeserved, but maybe we'll see what happens there. Mali certainly need to come back. I don't know what else to say, but maybe it's a deserved scoreline. It's 1-0, all to play for in the second half. Of course, Mali is the team I'm hoping for to get a result, but they are up against the tournament favorites in Morocco, and it will be very, very difficult. Let's check around and see what's happening there. Let's check the stats of this Manchester United game as well. Let me bring that up for you guys. Man United at the halftime, 44% possession, 0.53 expected goals to Newcastle's 0.13, 6 total shots to Newcastle's 3, 0 big chances created for both teams. It's a wonder Man United lead by a goal. It's wild, wild. So far, Cunha has the highest rating of all the players except Patrick Dorgu on the pitch today, who is ranked at a 7.8, while Cunha is ranked at a 7.2. Mason Mount and Diego Dallo share a 7.0 rating, and everyone else from Man United has has less ratings than even Heaven, who has a 6.9. Of course, when you look at the Newcastle team, there's only one player that managed to get a 70 rating besides Dewsbury Hall, and that's Tonali. Everyone else is ranked average, according to Opta Sports today. So United, it seems that we have four players who are performing averagely better than every player in Newcastle. And those four players are Dallo, Shaw, Dorgu, and Matthias Cunha. Guys, it will get even more interesting as we check out what's happening in the Morocco game. 63% possession to 37, 2.21 expected goals to 0.09, 8 total shots to 3, 3 big chances to 0, and that's the difference that separates Morocco 1-0 from Mali. I do expect a stronger showing in the second half for Mali, who will provide much dangerous threat going forward, especially with the likes of Dumbia, Deng, Koulibaly, and Sangari. And I somehow had the feeling that Neni would come off the bench for this game. It was wild, I know, but I certainly did have that feeling that it might be interesting if he was to bring Neni off the bench rather than starting him early in the game when he has to come up against some defenders, which might be better for him to work on when they're a bit tired. When will the manager make some substitutions? We're still waiting to see. The lineup, as you know it, will have maybe be adjusted slightly, but currently as we speak, Nenny, eh, Nenny's on the bench, waiting to come in the second half, and hopefully going to make one of the hugest impacts that you've seen at the AFCON tonight. Gets even more interesting, guys. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe, and of course, always remember, yeah, football is live, guys. Second half is about to begin really shortly. I'm going to have myself a bathroom break. Shout out to Jack Reacher in the building. I'll be right back in 1 second. But while you're there, I'll play some nice little music in the background for you guys. And then, even then, when you feel nice, you can just go smash a like on my channel and all those co-streaming as well. It gets even more interesting. I'll be right back. I need to get my other charger. Storing up some charge so I can plug my phone in to finish the stream, guys, because it's not working out so great. You know what I mean? It's doing a mad one right now, guys. But I guess that's my fault. You know what I mean? Who expects to do 4 streams for 3 hours per stream? Like, I've literally sat down here all day, and except when I took a shower in between. But yeah. Big up to you guys. Thank you for joining. Of course, we have the second half coming in the next 7 minutes. Patrick Dorgu with a stunning volley. Nothing technique-wise or power-wise you would see today probably would even compare. I think it was an inch-perfect strike, positioning, form all together, and it was beautiful to see. But big up to you guys. Hopefully more to come in the second half. Man United lead Newcastle 1-0. And of course, the guys are nowhere to be found because they probably heard that scoreline and they're saying to themselves, nah, man. Oh, no, guys, I swear to you, all the haters of Manchester United, they must it's peak right now. They are certainly crying tears. And they're certainly mad because Man United leads. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about, folks. You know what I mean? Guys be spreading some rumors about man them crying about this or that. But the real fact is, will Man United score, and who will score the second goal? Get in, get in, get in. How do you think this game is going to end, guys? Will Man United smash, Hulk smash Newcastle? You know what I mean? Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know. I expect to see a bigger performance from Man United at returning from halftime, because of course, guys, you know, Man United in much moments comes back into the second half and they don't give the same intensity. But with a lead at home, it's Boxing Day, it's a bit colder outside. These boys need to come and get this job done and get themselves warmed up, get some youngsters on the pitch. It's Boxing Day. Let's share the love around. Let's score 2-3 goals in the first 15 minutes, go up 3-0, and let the youngsters come out and hold that lead. What are your thoughts to that, my fellow Man United fans, in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking, because guys, it would be amazing. Man United go up 3-0 by the 70th minute, 75th minute, and you see 4 to 5 youngsters come in. And of course, we hold that 3-0 win. What are your thoughts? Let me know. It might sound a little bit out of this world, but it's not far-fetched, guys. It could be possible. You know what I mean? It's Boxing Day and it's Manchester United as well. Will there be any drama in the second half? Of course, I'm asking that question to you guys, not just about Manchester United, but also about other things. You know, there's the Mali game. You know, I need someone who's watching the Mali game to let me know what they thought of the first half. I didn't get a chance to watch it. The split screen is having a meh. I'm only seeing some clips, but maybe Mali comes in with a big second half victory. I'm hoping they had a good performance. I see it was a late penalty. What was it, controversial? I don't know. I don't know, but what are your thoughts, guys? I certainly expect an improved performance from Manchester United. I don't know, but I certainly feel that, you know, the first half, we didn't start well, but we ended it even better. You know what I mean? I think you cannot be too mad. Of course, we want to have a more perfect performance, but I implore each and everyone watching to think about the concept that we're still building. And while, you know, we do have players who are there, this new system is a lot to adhere. And of course, you know, we are when you grow into a game, for me, I might be the one different guy to say this, but I think when you grow into a game, it gives your team, or it looks better. I don't know about you guys. Please let me know in the comments, because I certainly think it looks better. You know what I mean? It gives you more. It says that your team are performing better because you can clearly see the upturn. It is what it is. Football is a crying game, says Jack Reacher. Of course, it's a crying game. It is. And of course, maybe, you know what I mean? Lots of tears are involved. Certainly expecting a bigger performance in the second half. Mason Mount looking really good. I don't think they look better without Bruno. I just think a lot of guys have stepped up because there's no Bruno. You know what I mean? And a lot of people have said, including myself, have said at many occasions that we don't win without Bruno Fernandes. So only the players can prove that wrong, that we can win without Bruno Fernandes. You know what I mean? You shouldn't fear change. I mean, changing from Bruno Fernandes, of course, he's one of our most influential players over the last 7 seasons. He's scored the most goals and assists in our team for maybe every single season since he's joined. But if we have to change from him to improve the way we play, to take ourselves back to the top, it must be done, guys. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Bruno fan, but at the same time, progress requires change and drastic measures in some occasions to get drastically improved results. It's all about winning at the end of the day, my people. It's all about winning. And Man United, we want to win. We certainly want to get every single chance we can to get ourselves back into the Champions League and back to the top of the Premier League, guys. If you're with me, let's keep marching with the Reds. On we go. The players are looking to come back out to the start of the second half, guys. Play will be resuming, I think, in the next 3 minutes. What are your predictions for the second half? Who is your man of the match so far? I would say Matheus Cunha. But again, I don't know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the chat, guys. Who is your man of the match so far? And what is the ending scoreline? Will Man United go on to win this game 2-1, 3-0, 3-1? Or will Newcastle find a way to come back? Let me know in the chat. Certainly expect an improved performance, and guys, of course, let's see what we do. And the match has restarted, guys. Newcastle has already found themselves into attacking position. Well challenged there by Eden Heaven. Well challenged there. I have to say, great challenge from the youngster. He keeps coming up with these big stops for Manchester United since he started getting his hands on starting minutes. And I have to say, guys, I'm loving seeing it. Loving seeing this, guys. Newcastle now coming back out after Man United wasted an opportunity there. Could have made a better decision to get a result. Ball across. Lewis Miley now being challenged by Matheus Cunha, showing his physicality, maintaining possession. Foul there by Luke Shaw, who gives away a free kick. Lucky to not receive a yellow card there. I can't say a red, I almost did. But yeah, certainly he fouled Lewis Miley there. Miley being held by Matheus Cunha. Was it the foul on Cunha? Because I think Luke Shaw won the ball cleanly. It has to be a foul called on Matheus Cunha there. Unlucky for Matheus Cunha, guys. Unlucky there. Sesko now finding his way, weaving his way out of trouble, but having to go back. Wait, no, that was Manuel Ugarte. He now finds Benjamin Sesko now, tries to do the same, loses possession there in the United half, but United with a deflection there, stopping the play up. But Gordon maintains possession for Newcastle. Newcastle now looking to find an opening. They're trying to keep it down the wings. Of course, cross coming in, corner comes in as the ball deflects off of the back of Luke Shaw. Jacob Murphy, an average guy or Premier League worthy player? That's a question for Newcastle fans. I know for me, yeah, he does a job, but not gonna say he's one of the best players. You know what I mean? Well cleared there by Man United, coming up big with the header, heading it clear, winning the second ball. Well defended. Newcastle there, snatching at it, the ball ricocheting off of Lisandro Martinez, corner again. Anthony Gordon thinks he's Nick Woolbade. Cross comes in. Newcastle deflected for another corner there off the foot of Dorgu, who just got in front of the goalkeeper there and had to make sure he made contact with the ball there. Well defended Man United, but Newcastle have another corner. Man United there winning the ball. Patrick Dorgu being fouled. Will the referee call a foul, or will he give Newcastle the ball and tell the United player to get up after receiving an elbow? It looks like from Fabian Schär in the box. Not Fabian Schär, but it was Malik Tor whose hand came across the face of Patrick Dorgu, which should be ruled as a foul. Should even be a yellow card. I've seen it given just today. Mo Salah in AFCON, who was also awarded a penalty. However, Newcastle remains in control of the ball. No foul given. The referee certainly hating on Man United there. What can I say, guys? You can get slapped, punched, kicked as a Man United player. The ref will never give you a foul. He will always say that the opponent didn't mean to. But if it was Man United, it would be a yellow card. Corner for Newcastle. Short corner taken there by Dewsbury Hall. Newcastle tries to swing one in from deep, but United ready there defensively. Benjamin Sesko winning it, poking it forward there, but getting his bearings, not at all on the same page as Dorgu, who didn't make the run. But United win the ball back with Casemiro, plays it forward. Dorgu there haggling with Tonali, who hits an elbow to Dorgu in the face. Second time the youngster has been hit in his face. The referee finally calls a foul. Man United ball. Tonali called for the foul after hitting Dorgu in the face. It's the second time, referee. It's the second time. And I mean, the guy might be the greatest player on the park, but certainly he deserves the respect and the same treatment and dignity as any other player. It's 53 minutes on the clock. Man United lead. Newcastle with the ball coming back out of defense right now. Man United holding their shape. Newcastle getting it out to the flank. Malik Tor coming forward across the half line, looking for a pass. Finds Wout-Made. Of course, it goes out to the wing. The same play over and over again from Newcastle, throwing to them. Man United Dalot making the challenge. Coming across from the right-hand side. Newcastle on the ball still. Man United shape well held, not making it at all easy. Not much openings for Newcastle to find as they play the ball from side to side. So far, so good for Man United. Ball in, well held by the goalkeeper as he claims that cross. Yeah, wasted cross from Anthony Gordon. But again, I mean, it's Newcastle. Newcastle wins it in the midfield from the kick up, the goal kick. Pressing now is Benjamin Sesko. Go all the way back. Oh, almost getting to that there. Newcastle fans certainly having a wink. Ball now with Dewsbury Hall. Back to Fabian Schär. Press now all the way over the top to Lewis Miley on the flank as he tries to go into midfield. Finds Jacob Murphy, who gets dispossessed by Casemiro. Ugarte now to Mason Mount, who is fouled, but the referee says play on. Newcastle now with the recovery, looking for an opening. Tonali, Dewsbury Hall, Anthony Gordon, Tonali, Fabian Schär. United kept their shape well, not at all making things easy for Newcastle, who was looking for that ball on the wing. Matthias Cunha there will just marshal it out of play. Well defended from Man United. Looking a good performance. Not at all being too troubled by Newcastle. Newcastle simply trying to find ways down the flank, unable to find any openings. Man United maintain the lead. Hopefully, their next attack, United will secure 3 points with a goal. That's my hope. But again, guys, you know, we can only hope. You know what I mean? We can only hope. What's going on here now? Let's see. And Manchester United now at the middle of the park, lose possession there, but they just recover it. Dalot, sloppy pass coming in there from Newcastle, allowing United to recover possession. Benjamin Sesko now on the ball as it goes all the way back. Anthony Gordon with the press, but Sen Lamens was ready to send the ball up the park. It crosses the half. And of course, Newcastle maintained possession there. United succumbing to the press. Benjamin Sesko almost making an interception there, but it wasn't to be. Tonali, Dewsbury Hall, Tonali, Anthony Gordon, Fabian Schär, Bruno Ramirez, all the way to Malik Thor, who looks for a ball over the top to Lewis Miley, well covered there and cleared by Lisandro Martinez. That ball down the right-hand flank. Newcastle has looked for it for like the 15th time, unsuccessful. But they're still gonna try, aren't they? It's their tactics. Looking for the openings on the flank, trying to penetrate Man United from wide. United up to the task. Diego Dalot now on Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon tries to cut it back into the box. Well cleared there by Manuel Ugarte, who was sharp and lively at the top of the box. First to the ball, getting it up the field. It's across the half line. It's with Malik Thor, who's back to Fabian Schär. Tonali is on it now, driving forward, looking for Lewis Miley. Lewis Miley finding Jacob Murphy. Jacob Murphy finding Tonali. Tonali back to Lewis Miley, who's always looking for that ball down the flank to Jacob Murphy. Of course, now back to Fabian Schär, who's driving forward, wins a lucky challenge there. How is that not a foul? The referee, no call there. Benjamin Sesko now looking for Dorgu. Dorgu, getting down the byline. Foul there, referee. He is fouled. It should be a yellow card on Drewsby Hall. Drewsby Hall drags down Dorgu. The referee tells him to get up. Man United win the ball. Benjamin Sesko. Strike off the post. The post. Was he offside? Benjamin Sesko almost giving the referee a decision to make to go to VAR. He was certainly onside when the ball was won. Benjamin Sesko, if he had found the back of the net, it would have been 2-0. Close, but no cigar. Well struck there. We are starting to see some of the flashes of brilliance that we paid £70 million for this player. I think it's looking good. Joshua Zirkzee coming into the game. Last kick of the ball for Benjamin Sesko. Lenny Oro comes in. Casemiro comes off. Asking the gaffer, me? Certainly I'm wondering the same thing. Casemiro has been majestic for the 60 minutes. Why is he being removed? Don't like this. But then again, the manager's decision is the manager's decision, guys, and we can't do anything about it. Yeah, that's an interesting call from the manager there, guys. I can't say that I agree with it. I don't know if that's the right decision to take off Casemiro, who has been so pivotal in our midfield and in defensive actions for Man United, in this game, with his experience as well. Let's just hope it's a good decision from the manager, guys. Let's just hope. That's all we can do right now. You know what I mean? Guys. Guys, what can I say? Yeah. I don't know. Saying, hopefully this is the right decision. I don't know if it is. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? It can't be given. Look at the close proximity there. Look at that, guys. What is there for VAR to look at? What is that? How could that even be looked at? The ball was kicked from a close proximity. There's nothing he can do about that. He's reacting. What are they even looking at? What sort of rubbish is this? Big up to Aiden in the building. Guys, where is the proximity ruling? The ball deflects off of him. He can't see it. What is this? How is this a penalty? Surely it can't be a pen. Surely it cannot be given. But of course, it's Anthony Taylor. It's going to be. It's probably going to be given, guys. It's oh my goodness. The proximity is within. It's less than a meter away. The ball is struck. It ricochets off his chest. Hits his arm. He cannot see that. He cannot react to that. There has to be some sort of crazy situation. He's being called to the monitor. What? Is he? Is he being called to the monitor or is it going to be a free kick? It has to be a free kick. It's a ricochet. It was a ricochet. It's amazing that it's even taken this long. What have I been watching, guys? Like, I don't know about you, but it seems to me, and I don't want to say this lightly, but VAR is starting to become more of a director than an assister. You know what I mean? It's like the manager is not the manager, it's the assistant is the manager. And of course, he is doing all the business. And the manager has to ask the assistant, should I do the right thing? Is that not a foul? They definitely don't give any fouls to Dorgu, bro. They don't like that guy. They have to not like that guy. It's wild. You know what I mean, guys? Manuel Ugarte, good defense right there. VAR is ready to do the dirt on United as you know it. They're not even waiting. You know what I mean? It's almost scripted, guys. United is winning a close game. They will find every excuse to take the game away from Manchester United and give it a draw. It's like there's no reason to look at that. You know it's a ricochet. You can see the proximity. You know, the fact that those players are appealing, it's just a disgrace. A disgrace and a nonsense. And it's like it's wild. But again, guys, again, it's Man United. We're going to have to do our explicit best. Not only that, we're going to have to show the better performance. We're going to have to keep it by the book because if not, yeah. FIFA don't really do that, you know, bro. Like, even in a sense, you know, I would say it's been UEFA. You know what I mean? This is not FIFA. This is UEFA doing the VAR, bro. I think VAR is work better in AFCON. Certainly a little bit. You certainly have to really have a chance. And that was certainly a chance for Gordon there to get Newcastle an equalizer. But again, denied. Good defending. Who was it making the contact? It came off a foul. He kind of kicked through Luke Shaw there. Yeah, guys. You know what I mean? It's interesting. 1-1 Mali. Yes, guys. Big up to Mali in the building as well. Big up to Mali, of course. You know what I mean? The business. My two teams tonight playing at the same time. And of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Two pens in the Mali game, and it's 1-1. Mali looking like they're about to score second. But of course, back to the Man United game, guys, and back to reality. Come on. No, they're not, brother. No, they're not. I apologize. We can't have that being discussed here like that. You know that. I know that. That's not true, bro. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I mean? I wish it was, but it really isn't, my bro. Like, I can't even lie. I can't even lie. And like before, I thought it was, bro, to be honest. Like, I really thought it was before, but since I've been living, I realize it's not. You know what I mean? Matthias Cunha there. Joe Linton, that should be a yellow card. What sort of rugby move is that? Anthony Taylor, come on. It should be yellow card. Simple yellow card. You cannot grab a player by the arm like that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And if you allow that, Anthony Taylor, you're a disgrace. You will be a disgrace, Anthony Taylor. Yeah? A disgrace and a nonsense. Man United looking for a second goal. Newcastle hunting an equalizer, being stressed by Man United. Man United, although they have not been able to score that second goal, they look pretty comfortable in this current moment. Pretty comfortable. Man United, will it be a Man United victory? Certainly hoping for it. Clearance there again by Eden Hayden. Joshua Zirkzee there being pushed. But Man United finding a way to defend, get to the balls first. Joe Linton almost trying to make contact there, unable to do so fairly. Yellow card shown to Tonali there. Poor challenge on Ogu, taking the player out, not even challenging the ball. What what a disgrace. Dallo there almost wasting the chance. Dallo wasting that opportunity there. My goodness, he was in. Dallo was in. It should have been two. Man United should be leading. Lewis Hall with a quick counter there, almost getting in. But Lamens with a save, an easy save at that. Man United still 1-0 leaders. Cunha. Excellent pass. Xerxes. Togu. Shaw. Through into Man United. Big up to Ricky Red in the building, my brother. How you doing? Man United look pretty comfortable right now. Maybe we can get that second goal. I can't sit easy, but certainly I'm enjoying the performance. Big up. Mount looked to be injured there. Will we see Jack or Tyler Fletcher come in for the injured Mason Mount? Tonali now. You know, to be fair, guys, a lot of man them been crashing it on Ugarte, but Ugarte been very good tonight. You know, I have to say at least a 7 out of 10 tonight. Ugarte has been showing up in very good moments, keeping the ball well, carrying it forward, making some passes. He's been showing up in some good moments, guys. You know what I mean? Big up to Ricky says United have done well so far, deserve to be more than 1-0 up. 100%. We should at least have three, should at least be 3-0 up, guys. And Man United looking to close out a Boxing Day with a win. Substitutions coming from Newcastle, but Man United, corner for Newcastle. Cunha there with the last touch. Ball goes in behind. Oh, close call there. Almost in. Lamans misses it. Shea can't reach it. Bundled away. Man United survive. Clip that. Man United survive, guys. Survive. How is there a free kick there? United now. 11 minutes of play left. Can they keep possession? We cling to this 1-0 lead. And I would say to everyone, this is a wonderful performance. Lamens makes the save. That shot certainly lacked the power to really threaten the game, but he still had to make the save. United survive another close call there, guys. Another close call. Yeah, then again, guys, I mean, I made it sound better than it was. Joe Linton, I mean. Anyway, let's move on to more important things there. Dallo slipping, as he would have been, there to receive that ball on like a pass. United holding on to a 1-0. Come on, United. Come on, guys. Well defended by Dalot. Pretty much coming to the end. 10 minutes of open play left. Will it be Cunha? Sexy? How do you get that so far wide? It's unbelievable. It's almost unreal. It's like, what are you doing there? How do you miss? You should be putting that in the back of the net. If Jesus walks on water, does he swim on land? Well, I would say to you, my brother, he walks anywhere he wants to go. And wherever he steps with faith. You know what I'm saying? Big up. My best response to that, bro. Don't know if that satisfies you, but this is what I think. It's how I thought all my life. 5 minutes, 8 minutes to 8 minutes left. United must hold on. Strike there, right at the goalkeeper, but he did well to hold on. Jack Fletcher on the park. The youngster, not at all looking out of place, wearing the number 38. Come on, Man United. We need it. Well defended there. And I tell you guys, I have to say to you all, Manuel Ugarte with a big performance in the middle of the park. A lot of people questioning him starting ahead of Mainu. But you can see with this performance today, Manuel Ugarte might be here to stay. You never know. He has a performance like that once, it could be twice. It's like sort of like what's happening with young Aiden Heaven right now. Another standout performance at center back. He looks experienced in that position. And of course, he's doing the business. And the striker, Walt Made, has not been able to be part of the party. And if you understand what I mean by that, then you understand how good he's been today. The youngster definitely had Walt Made in his pocket, and Newcastle fans can't do anything about it. Big up to you guys talking about how he would have destroyed Eden Haven. Well, Eden Haven heard you guys. Left pocket, Nick. Right pocket, Walt Made. Hold that, Liverpool. I mean, Newcastle. I'm getting too hyped. You know what I mean? Two, these teams that think they're like the red rivals of Manchester United. Yeah, Newcastle. I can't wait to talk to D-Man on the match over the crossbar. Ooh, close. Almost. Oh my goodness. They're giving an excitement a little bit more than you want right now. Come on, Man United. Keep possession. Get the ball into the half of Newcastle and play it around. Come on, Marley. I can feel a goal coming for Marley. Just as much squeaky bum time for Man United fans. No, I mean, I think we might score a second, bro. Maybe, just maybe, we get our next attack and we find the back of the net. You know, Hayden Heaven has said to people, I'm the new school. No Gandalf is heaven. You shall not pass. You know what I'm saying? You cannot pass here. You can only go around, not through me. Big up to Eden Haven with a big performance today. I think I would love to give him the man of the match. In an honest opinion, I think he's been sensational in the centre back, as I've not heard or seen much of Nick Woldmade. He's been a missing man. And it's all because of our young centre back doing the do, keeping him down, keeping him locked in. I'm not allowing him to have any freedom or not really allowing him to get the ball. Newcastle now looking, probing, asking late questions. Tyler Fredrickson, another youngster coming in for Man United. Martinez coming off. Malacia as well, looking to come into the game. He comes in for Luke Shaw. Squeaky bum time, said Ricky Red. Well, with those changes, I think it is now. Martinez coming out. I mean, I like Tyler Fredrickson, but yeah. Dallo takes the armband. There's going to be 5 at least. We're going to play at least 8 minutes more of this game. We need a big performance from Malacia. The youngsters, he's going to be the most experienced guy in the back line for United. Of course, Eden Haven has performed well all game. But Brewery, I don't know. But Tyler Ferguson coming in, maybe he's trying not to strain Martinez, who's just come back. A brilliant performance from him. I don't know who gets the man of the match right now. It's between Martinez, Cunha, Eden Haven, but Tyler Fredrickson is coming in, and I say to this young man, he has the potential to be a Man United centre back. We need a big performance in the next 8 minutes, bro. We need you to work and get the job done. Close this game off for Man United as we hold on to our 1-0. A young defensive line, young substitutions. Of course, I've been calling for it all season. But maybe it's the right choice, guys. We need to improve. We need to change. Bring youth. They bring change and they bring new. You can't predict them, but their potential is limitless. And at Man United, with what our youth have achieved in the last few seasons in the academy level, guys, trust me when I say our youth are capable little buggers. We gotta give them chances. You know what I mean? Leisha was certainly the star man today. You know what I mean? One of them. We cannot count out the performance of Eden Haven as well, locking down Old Trafford, making him get hooked. Lewis Miley with a big, big miss. Unbelievably amazing for Man United. What can I say? Guys, he had to miss, else it would have been 1-1. He's 13 yards out and he skies it. Thank you, Lewis Smiley. Smileys for you, buddy. Cheers. Cheers. 7 minutes of added time was to be expected, my brother. You must know they're going to give them every chance to come back, especially with the subs that United made. He should have waited for the extra time to make the subs. It's squeakier than squeaky, bro, because I'm already hearing the chair groans and I'm already feeling the sweat thrones. Because, guys, we need this 3 points. Lamans collects the header from Joe Linton, lacking power. 91 minutes and 38 seconds. And of course, Man United lead. Man United lead. Guys, I must say, I've seen a performance that I have to say I liked from my team today. I would only say these are the type of score lines you can be accepted and can be acceptable when you're playing so many second string players or players who are coming off the bench. We're pretty much playing 6 players or 7 players in this game who directly would be on our bench. You know what I mean? There are at least 3 or 4 guys starting today that should be on the that could be on the bench or comes off the bench, but not unlike Arsenal. Our bench is getting the job done. Unlike other teams, our fans are not crying for injuries. We're hoping and banking on our squad to do the job because we have a squad. They all get salaries, guys. They have to win tonight because they have to create competition for the guys who are not available to let them know United can still pick up 3 points without you. You have to be sharp when you're home because you may not be starting alone. You know what I'm saying, guys? This is what you want from your team if you want to be competing at the very top. Cunha getting at the referee. No subs on the 88-minute, 2-minute warning. 4 minutes left. Come on, United. We need this 3 points. Well collected there by Saint Lamans. Big, big, big commanding of his area. Ricky, don't say it so, bro. Oh my God, Lamans, what the hell? Are you trying to give me a heart attack, my bro? You caught it, you dropped it. What? Gosh, golly. Ricky red. I almost went red in the eyes. Did you see that? He bumbled that almost. Cheese and rice. 10 minutes of extra time for the Mali game. I expect a late Mali win. Two minutes left. Uh, Ball across the face of goal, glancing, but no one's there. No one in a black and white shirt was there, thankfully for Man United. Oh my goodness, we're living dangerously. I don't like this last few minutes here. 2 minutes too many. It should be called off now. Clear the ball up the field, guys, or take it and hold it. Why is that player lying down on the pitch? What a guy. Our defense looks so much better now that Martinez is back. We're playing better too. When you have quality and experience, this is what it looks like, my brother. And when I say this to you, it's because, I mean, Luke Shaw needs someone like Martinez who's going to tell him, buck the hell up, brother. Stop playing the lazy game. Get serious, or I'll kick you in the ass. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what they do. Dogu now surging forward after Xerxes plays it to him. Dogu clears. Cunha drives away. Throw into Newcastle as he runs out of room on the pitch. 30 seconds. Can United hold on? 30 seconds. Let's see. The referee. What is he waiting for? Blow the whistle. Header away. Fletcher. We've had 97 minutes. What is going on with Anthony Taylor? Why doesn't he blow this game off? Header away. Cunha comes forward with the ball, and it looks like that's to be the end of the game. Manchester United, 1-0 win, 3 points. Boxing Day surprise, a 1-0 knockout. Better team on the day. Always look comfortable. Should have had at least 2 or 3. It's 3 points. Well earned, well deserved, well played. Big up to Manchester United and all of you who supported. Big up to each and every one of you who came here because I told you we were going to win today and we won today. Shout out to the boys in the red. Big up to our boys. Dogu with a worldie, a worldie. I would love to see it again. That was a worldie of a volley. It was insane. You know what I mean, Jack Reacher? You might be disappointed, but I'm certainly smiling. 3 points for the Man United as I beat my chest because I knew it was going to be a win. And I'm looking forward to see that Mali scores the second goal. 5 minutes left in that game. Let's see who gets the 3 points. And Morocco, host nation, I hope for them to lose. Big up to everybody watching your boy. You know we're going to be having the reactions for the Premier Roundup. It's going to be on Monday night. You know what it is, guys. But maybe tomorrow morning I will be doing a transfer stream. I promise that I will do some transfer streams. So tomorrow I will be dropping one of those. Guys, big up to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me this year. Continue to do so. The road to 2K is here. Thank you, my guys, my family, my friends. Big up to you, the legends, all of you. Man United fans, Premier League fans, whichever football fans you are, guys, you're here with Mark N. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for this year. Man United, big performance. It's a 1-0, but a big performance nevertheless. I'd say my man of the match has to be Eden Haven. I'm going to give it to him. Solid performance. Where is Nick Woltmade? He is still missing in action. Locked in the left pocket of Eden Heaven. And of course, 90 minutes, a fourth game starting, and his performance keep getting more confident. Guys, big performance from Dorgu today. He rose to the occasion. And of course, top performance from Matthias Cunha. Maybe I might be wrong. You never know. But I'll catch you guys later. It's been a big one. Shout out to each and every one of you.
Baby.